Alright, welcome back to Ocarina of Time. My god, this place creeps me out.
Okay, now this...
This place, I remember back in my teenage years, this temple always dragged for me.
Now, this is actually... The temples themselves is actually a problem I have in general, because the first half of the game, we have some actually varied dungeons. Like, we have the inside of the Deku Tree, we have the cave, we've got Jabu Jabo, but when we get to the second half of the game, it's literally fire level, water level, ice level, shadow level, light level. It's a lot more boring, I find.
It's a lot more archetypal.
Not to mention that I don't... not to mention that I don't find the architecture between temples is all very similar, and I just don't think the first half of the game did a good job at giving each dungeon its own sort of, like, I guess personality is the best word for it.
I feel each dungeon has its own personality, just not quite as much as the first three.
It's just, nothing can bore me as much as if the game just calls their fire level, you know? It seems like they sort of just stopped trying to make the dungeons original and just threw a whole bunch of common tropes in a hat and said, here, take these.
Yup. I definitely see what you're getting at. Mind you, they pulled off the tropes reasonably well.
Well, mind you, it's better than Wind Waker, where the Earth Temple is a, just a little stone room of nothingness, or the Earth Temple again in Skyward Sword, where it's basically a lava level. Actually,
speaking of which, the music in this temple reminds me of those little creatures in Wind Waker. You know, the ones like
those the little mouse things,
the little pygmy things.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
So this is the dungeon where we fight that baboon with our boomerang, right?
No, that was Twilight Princess.
Oh right, I keep getting those two mixed up.
This does kind of look like it, actually, now that you mention it. Just with a lot less foliage.
Stalfos.
Yeah. I wonder if it's that guy who had the chicken that we're killing. Not that I care.
You know, the shape of these guys' skulls, whoever these skeletons belong to must have been butt ugly.
Neanderthals.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh man, burn!
I don't know, he's taller than Link. I don't think it could be Sylvester Stallone.
You're fighting the skeleton with a sword. God damn it, you're doing it wrong. Bust out the mace for this, man.
Yeah, he's right. Using a sword against the skeleton is only 1/4 damage. Take out the... Oh wait, you don't have the hammer yet. You're just fucked. In this case, no bludgeoning type weapons at all.
At least it's not. At least it's not this. At least it's not the Stalfos use a bomb on it. Puzzle that you put in.
When speaking of weapons against undead, the common logic is blunt weapons over slashing weapons.
Yeah, I already made. That's the Dungeons and Dragons things for skeleton. If you anything but bludgeoning is 1/4 damage.
It's not just skeletons though, zombies too.
No, not zombies, just skeletons. Zombies have their own special rules.
Well, maybe not in Dungeons and Dragons, but it's been done elsewhere.
You all targeted the box, and now I told you to watch out. She just gotta fear boxes.
The wall master in this room is perfectly fine, though. Ignore it. Oh, stupid.
I think she just thought that Snake was in there.
You can never be too cautious.
Are we still fighting those pop out and shoot nuts at you things?
Octoroks?
Yes, those.
I'm more surprised that the Deku Piranha is still there.
You know, that's a case where you probably want to use the arrow instead.
You don't have the bow and arrow yet.
As much as you want to, you cannot shoulder tackle them.
Shine Spark bow.
Yeah, you can't shine spark into them.
Same as you badass though.
And Lewis, for your information, we don't have the bow and arrow yet, so I have to use this.
Right.
Oh goddamn! It's not long enough.
If only we had some other sort of projectile weapon. One that used an elastic band to shoot small nut-like objects.
Not too childish.
Well,
I hate that logic.
The logic is Adult Link's arm strength is too strong. He'd pull the string clean off the slingshot.
But Adult Link can use it in Twilight Princess. And it's Skyward Sword.
But at that point, when he's learned to have
Link in Twilight Princess is a pussy.
I mean, because I'm gonna get something I don't need because I know my way around.
Whatever it is, it's highly
You got game facts.
No, go away, you stupid plant. Conveniently placed targets.
I thought you were going to hookshot the nut for a second. I have no idea why.
No.
Hookshot this.
Oh,
That's pretty much what the game is saying right now.
Yeah.
Use this.
Oh, for the love of.
Aim for the bullseyes right there. Good.
Whoa. Well, it's an N64 game, so I figure as long as I hit the thing, it'll work, but...
No, the game suddenly decided to have good programming, and you got screwed over because of it.
Actually, now that I think about it, this place reminds me kind of the castle in Twilight Princess at the end. This particular area.
A bit, yeah. Mind you, I hated that area in Twilight Princess because it was stupidly long.
It was stupidly long, but it had some nice atmosphere to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, at that point, the game had already been hijacked by Ganon, so I was already in a bad mood. Yeah, this is also the first dungeon, I think, to introduce small keys.
Yeah.
Because Link keeps breaking them stupidly.
You think by the 7th dungeon you'd learn how to open a door.
In the next Zelda game, Link should learn how to fashion aluminum foil into key-like shapes, because that would totally make small keys obsolete.
How about just a lockpick?
That hasn't been invented yet.
But this medieval times,
nobody invented lockpicks. So people just pulled out long, thin objects and started fiddling locks with them.
That's the joke. It would be Nintendo's logic for it.
The priorities on lockpick.
We've had fire magic for plenty of games. Why don't we just burn down the door?
Link has a perfectly good hairpin right here. Don't ask him where he got it or why he's carrying it with him, but
that wood is selectively burnable.
Well, okay, well, we've got a large metal stick. Knock down the door with that.
I really wish we could just tap into our inner Batman and grapple whatever we want.
Then again, Batman can't open up a steel, a chain link fence just to get a Riddler trophy. Despite having a fucking EMP gun on his side. It's like, hell, I'm pretty sure he's strong enough just to open it.
Yeah, you can rip it out with enough force, I bet.
Yeah.
You could just climb over it at the very least.
And Navi stops us to take a look at the decor.
Yeah, I hate
this.
Link,
what's your assessment on this arrow?
Asylum.
Yeah, I hate this room. Because I get so easily lost in it.
I think that's the point.
I know that's the point.
I have a question. What ancient dungeon-making civilization paints arrows on the floor of their dungeon?
The Kokiri, apparently.
Why is this dungeon here, though? Actually,
it used to be a recreational center.
It's one dreary recreational center.
Well, they don't tell you that this is the remains of the Wesker Mansion.
Oh, we're in the future past.
Don't you love those future pasts?
It wouldn't have even occurred to me that wall was pushable.
No, it's got a little symbol on it. At this point, you're
just supposed to memorize the emblem on it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've pushed plenty of things before, though Link is pushing it entirely wrong. He's using his shoulder instead of his legs.
His leverage.
Yeah.
Dude's gonna grow up to have scoliosis.
Well, what does he care? He can travel at will. Just go back to when he's younger.
Yeah.
That just messes up with the timeline. Then we'll get like 6 timelines instead of the 3 we already have.
Well, one of them is already completely bullshit.
Yeah, we already have like 6 other timelines.
The era of dinner.
Era of dinner.
The era of where the king found out what was for dinner. The era where Link was so hungry he did eat an octopus.
The era where Link got food poisoning from the Octorok and died an early death?
I mean, see, it may sound like we're exaggerating, but give it time.
Well, thankfully there hasn't been too much time travel tomfoolery since this game, so...
I think they realized they were going to be writing themselves into corners all over the place if they did that.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point, isn't Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask pretty much the only game that utilizes time travel of any aspect?
Yeah. Well, Skyward Sword kind of does for a few minor things, but it's not a big deal. And it is an important plot point regarding Zelda, but really you don't do anything with it, so... I don't know why they even bothered making it so. Basically, you use it to grow a tree faster. That's all you do with it.
Oh, well, but wait, hold on. I'm thinking there was Oracle of Ages.
True.
But I don't even know how canon that is, since the Oracle games are kind of...
Every
weird.
Zelda game is canonical.
Except for the CDI games.
Except for the CDI games.
Well, I mean, how do they treat the Oracle games? Because aren't they like the same game, but not really, or something?
They're at the end of a timeline, so who cares?
I am going to rock the wiki right now.
As I recall, they're like alternate timelines.
And then you plug them
Let's
together and you
see.
fight Ganon for no reason.
The Oracle of Seasons and the Oracle of Ages are on the timeline of Hyrule's Decline and The Last Hero. Pretty much a Link to the Past's timeline.
Yeah, okay. It does make sense. I think that is closely resemble as far as
Yeah.
you know, how things work. It closely
According
resembles.
to them, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages happened after Link to the Past.
The worlds are very similar, yes.
Or the timeline could just be complete bullshit.
What
course.
the fuck?
I think trying to track it has caused more confusion than anything else.
It's like this hallway.
No shit, Navi!
Oh god, wall masters.
What a perfect analogy.
Run away!
Wall Masters.
Run away!
The Wall Masters are the one that come up from the ceiling and try to drop on you.
Yeah,
And Floor Masters are the ones that are already crawling on the floor.
yeah.
This painting room. This painting room was where I got stuck the first time I played the game.
Know what to
because
do.
you have to, once you get the arrow, you shoot it at those paintings. But the
Oh,
thing is
I
that
hate
I
this
shot
stupid
it. I shot an arrow at the painting just as that picture was fading away. So I thought that I had actually shot it, but the game didn't give me credit for it. So I kind of got stuck for about an hour, thinking, well, what the fuck do I do?
Oh god damn it. More of these.
These guys gave me quite a hard time though when I didn't have the big Goron sword when I first entered here. I only had the
That's
Master
why-
Sword and the
that's-
shield.
that's why
which
I
granted
like
would
having
probably make the battle a little easier, but
Well, it does
I'm
kill them
reckless.
in 3 hits. What am I getting exactly? Din's-
Help?
oh.
No.
Din's fire just to... Alright, this room, if you don't kill them both fast enough, one of them respawns. So I was using Din's fire just to inflict some easy damage on him. To make
Yeah.
sure that doesn't happen.
Ah.
Still better than the
This
blow
is-
up the skeleton after it's dead puzzle.
And this is where we get the arrow, right?
Yes, but I need some
Okay.
health. I'm not taking any
Epic
chances
level.
with that. I'm not taking any chances with that wall master.
Actually, I think one of the most memorable moments I had with Ocarina at a time is I think it was my first playthrough. I had like 1 to 2 hearts left, and I had to go against 3 Stalfos, and I was like, oh shit.
What, the Shadow Temple?
I don't remember. I think it was either because Starfalls are pretty much in every temple, aren't they?
No, they're not in the Fire and Water Temples, I don't think.
It might have been the Shadow Temple then.
Why does
yeah,
the fairy bow look like an item that Little Link should be able to use?
because
Because
again,
it's called the fairy bow.
Because it's so frickin' small.